Welcome back here once again, everyone. My Hero Academia has become one of the biggest and most, highly selling, most popular manga and anime in the world right now. Right now, I believe the anime is on season 5 or 6, season 6 if I'm not mistaken. And people have been clamoring, they can't wait to see what's going on. They are hooked. It is an enjoyable ride. It's an enjoyable manga. It's an enjoyable anime. It's good. It's about heroes, and it's what people actually want, rather than most of the nonsense that they keep getting from Western comics that no longer are about heroes, no longer are about comics. It's just all political nonsense, or all of them, a whole bunch of identity politics crap that nobody asked for. However, as with anything, controversy keeps rearing its ugly head. We had a little something similar to this for Demon Slayer with Nezuko. I did a video on that. But in the latest My Hero Academia manga that comes out, the cover art is causing some controversy. Here's the cover art, and this is showcasing Invisible Girl, right? It's showcasing Invisible Girl, and as you can see, she's naked. There's some lines covering the keep out sign there and thing, and she's sitting down. We didn't know, up to for quite a while now, nobody had any idea what she looked like. The fans were always wondering about it. We in the manga, they give a brief look at what she looks like in the manga. Now we get a cover art of her, right? This has caused some controversy, of course. So let me get into it, as you will see. The initial spoilers and raw leaks for My Hero Academia 368 have been released, which displayed one of the most controversial drawings Horikoshi has ever published. The color page for this upcoming chapter will finally reveal Toru Hogakure's real appearance in full color. Right, that's Invisible Girl, right? While fans have been asking for such a revelation for months, no one expected it would be given to us in this way. The drawing depicts Hogakure in her hero uniform, meaning she is entirely naked, only covered by thin stripes. This caused massive outrage amongst the community, not only due to the fact that the franchise is targeted at the younger audience, but also because Toru is a 15-year-old girl. Now, when you look at this is her also here in her uniform. She's invisible, which means that she doesn't have, you don't see her. Think about it. When she wears clothes, that's when you see her. But her quirk, her power is that she is invisible. So it only makes sense that she would take off her clothes and thus be able to use her, to use her stealth abilities like that. Now, this caused, as the article said, it caused outrage, because there are a lot of people who don't seem to understand the basics of this and try to get it. Now, okay, you look at this picture, and yes, she's naked, okay, and they say, it's targeted at this and that, and they find it to be outrageous and all sorts of stuff. And I'll go through some of what the people had to say, but as a matter of fact, let me do that one time, and let's go through what some of them had to say. Fans on Twitter are losing hope in Horikoshi after his depiction of Hagakure in My Hero Academia 368. Let me just say first, before I go on, I don't think that statement is true at all. Actual fans of My Hero Academia, same like actual fans of Demon Slayer, are not going to be bombarded by this nonsense. We understand what it's for, why it was done, why it's happening. That is the reason why we're not going to start to get all huffy puffy about it because of this nonsense. You'll find the select few on Twitter, because Twitter is a place for all of them to congregate and behave like idiots. That's what they do. And they don't understand it, but they're just trying to make some noise. So let's go through this, and then I will give my take on it. One person, why did he draw Hagakure like that? What else? Hagakure is pretty, but you all need to be for real. Was drawing her naked necessary? Like, no one's complaining that she's pretty, but this is just weird. OMG, yes, Horikoshi, a grown man drawing a 16-year-old naked. Awesome. Father. Being sarcastic. Hagakure is so pretty, I wish her design reveal wasn't creepy. Hagakure is pretty and her hair color palette is pretty, but damn, Hori, you could have put clothes on her. Nah, that Hagakure cover makes me so effing uncomfortable. What the F was Hori thinking? I wish I could appreciate how pretty she is and seeing her hair color, but like, yikes. And this one person, I gave Hagakure some clothes. It's what she and what we deserve. Person actually wanted to give her clothes, right? Now let me address some of these things. Let me address some of these things when it comes to this. There is no intention for this to be creepy or sexist or you know, whatever it is they want, whatever new word they want to come out with this week for this. In fans of anime and manga know that, you know, they've been fan service for years throughout manga, throughout anime. They've been fan service, but that's not what this. While it may have some little portions of it, that's not, in my opinion, the actual reason for it. Her power is that she is invisible. That's it. The only time, most of the time that you see her, she's in her school uniform here. That's it. But most of the other time, it's just really her gloves that you see. That's it. Which means that she's butt naked all the time. Now, when he did this cover, it's showing off who she is. We get a look at her, and yes, she is naked. But as usual, this is how she usually always is. The only time you see her, she's just wearing her gloves and her boots. That's it. That's it. It's not meant to be creepy. It's not meant to be anybody. This is her powers, and this is how it makes sense to the story. It's the same thing like when it came to Nezuko. When she activated her demon powers and she grew bigger, she got a more adult form. Oh, it's sexualized and kind of thing. This is what happened. She activated her demon power. Her body grew, which means that, you know, she filled out in certain areas and then she attacked. That's what it was. It wasn't meant to be anybody being anything creepy. But you will always get these sickos on Twitter, and this is one reason why Twitter has become such a really damaged place. These people who look for anything to make a problem of. Most of them most likely don't even watch the anime, don't read the manga at all, because they're online every day. They're waiting for any opportunity to tweet about anything. And there are select few who are fans of these things and get pulled into this, because they just get swept into it along with the masses and they go with it. Whether you have a problem with what it is happening and all these things you're saying here and all sort of stuff, and this person went out of their way to give her clothes, okay, fine, clearly you have the skill and ability to do that, some Photoshop, and you do it, and okay, fine, good for you. But as I say, look at this. This is another picture of her here. You're just seeing her gloves. Most of the times, this is all she has. She's usually butt naked all the time. That is her power. That is her power. Here she's again in a uniform. You're not seeing anything here. That's her power. But you see him do this as something for the fans. It's a cover put out there. There have been other controversial covers out there where I have a problem with that. I mean, when you look at certain things that happen in things like, you know, like Western comics and all that kind of thing, they do some pretty revealing stuff most of the time. That's fine. Some people will take one, two things here and the other, but no. But because this has become such a popular manga and anime, they have a problem with it. The same thing I keep saying, like when it came to Demon Slayer. First, they had a problem with the song Hashira having 3 wives. Then they had a problem with Nezuko. They have come out and had problems with My Hero Academia before. They've talked about Momo Yayaruzo and her revealing outfit, even though her power is to create things that she pulls out of her body. So if she has a heavy layer of clothing covering her, she won't be able to use it. So her outfit is somewhat revealing in order for her to activate and properly use her quirk. They talk about Mineta and how he's always kind of pervy and kind of thing. That's just him. That's the funny thing about Mineta. He's a little pervert. That's the funny thing about it. It's not meant to be anything about it, but that's just his personality. People have a laugh about it and they move on. These are characters created for this manga, for this anime, for this everything, for this entire universe that has been created, My Hero Academia. And each one of them has their own unique abilities, and you have to mold it properly to get it done. And Horikoshi has done that. He has used each one of these heroes, each one of these personalities, and done it in such a way you can't do it halfway. She is naked most of the time. That's the truth of her ability. He did this cover because people were clamoring to see what she looks like. You see what she looks like, but she's naked most of the time. That's just the way it is. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell to be notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.